I am walking, yes. Okay. 1. On this day we pray for the safety of those who venture beyond the gate. Let their claws fend off their foes, and their legs hasten their return. From Exodysia, King Lobster bless this day. Amen. Let's go to the meat rack. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to the meat rack. It's such a sweet place. Such a nice place. Hey, Hope, you want to go with me to the brothel? No! No! Come to the warehouse. Come to California. Come on. Come to California. Remember, you're my #1 customer. What is it? Third time I lost one. David doesn't avoid Zafira. He used to live there. He just hasn't been there in a while. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that Luna I'm really glad that Luna leaves that as fucking spoilers because whoops. I ate the coral. Oh, rip. Try a year. Yeah, it's a while being a while, you know. It's probably been, who knows, maybe a little longer than a year, you know, fucking time and Heaven's Reach and all that. Got my account back. Hell yeah! Welcome back, Ruby.
Okay, my old job, my job originally, but that didn't go because of shit.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hi, David.
How goes it?
Yeah, it's going good.
Jolly good.
It's going.
Good. Just making the rounds.
Quiet like normal in the morning or evening.
For now, until we go on our little adventures.
We're doing the final fight.
Yes, we're doing Vanguard training today. His armor might be... Blue lobster. Magical girl transforms into lobster. Chat, next week, next Sunday and Monday, is probably, is going to be the last week I'm probably going to be available for streaming for a week. 1 week, because I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be in Texas, visiting my older bro. One of my older bros. I'm gonna drive on down there, say hello. They just bought a new house. I haven't seen them in fucking forever, so... yeah. It's gonna be a little vacation. Lobster tail back shield. There's a fucking... a lobster... there's a lobster Metabot with, like, fucking tail powers, I think. If I remember correctly. First mission to get him back to on the 14th. Yeah. The 14th is literally when I will be leaving to Texas. So you enjoy your adventures while I'm out of town, my friends. Pixel Fire. Pixel Fire. Parchment Crate made a shit ton of NPCs in 3 minutes. Oh, that sounds like that's gonna be a pretty fucking fun event. If you got like your organized NPCs and all that, sounds like it's gonna be a good time. David goes to Malta's. Malta's a real place, I know. Dude, there's like a fucking... there's a Paris, Missouri in fucking the US and shit. Like, you know? Comes back to HR with a dead sandworm. Hell yeah. Motherfucker's becoming one with the Fremen.
Alright, Goose.
Yeah.
Are you... very good.
I'll get the fellers together.
Very good. We're all set and ready.
Okay.
Oh, just to clarify, you can also proceed without Riza. You can just take the sword and do everything.
Will do. Gak, you better get in here, dude. Getting ready to get started. Anthuriel,
Oh, hello.
we're prepping to get ready to go on our little expedition. If you want to start heading your way to the island, do me a favor and go ahead and open up the door so the vanguards can enter.
Yes. I will open that up. I also, before coming in, had Saya yelling at me saying she was on her way to Anchor Point right now to try and get here. So she should be here within 5 minutes or so.
All right, well, she has a bit of time to run in. I have to go get the sword and all that. Hello, Joe. Oh, excuse me, watch. It's so wide.
Hello.
What's with the aggressive growling?
Are you still upset that I used the gardener to my advantage?
Ah, perhaps a conversation. Friends, we are going to be starting to head into the, for a little bit of an expedition for the vanguards. If you don't mind starting your way over to Champions Island for me, Antheria will be opening up the portal for you.
Ah, fuck!
Oh, careful.
Sorry, I scared myself.
Oh, is there anyone else in here that I've seen today that I might be missing? Mr. Nomad, perhaps. He may already be at the entrance, so I think I saw a glimpse of him at the island. So, we'll begin heading our way to get the SWAD. The region? Oh, the region is Kraton. The country is called Kraton. I fly. Right now, guns, Vanguard's only for right now. We'll have an act whenever we're done. It should be only about 30 minutes. The kitchen, I think, is where I remember she said she put it. Such an open door floor pan going on here. Now, where was the kitchen? This is an, oh. Ah! There's the kitchen. Stay out of my room, David. Oh, hush. I'm trying to get the SWAD. Need NPCs? Oh, shit. Oh, sorry, Guns. I didn't realize. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and send me another request. Yeah. My B. Yeah, my B. No, let me check. Let me check NPC chat though before. Okay. Yeah, Powder is not. Not yet, Powder. In a little bit. I like to take the shortcut through the meeting island because it's quicker. Quicker to get to it. I could put this in front of my face and like blast myself forward, but last time I did that, it was a bit of a ooh. Assassin's Creed, The Landing. Not right now, Mary, I'm sorry. Unless you joined NPC chat. To help NPC, nope. Whoa, okay, turn this off before I accidentally smack somebody. Okay. I always get nervous going through that portal, like I'm gonna accidentally drop this fucking weapon and then never be able to find it again. The Twilight's Edge. Chat. The Twilight's Edge. Is where is Steel? I haven't seen it.
And heavy
Hello,
bowgun.
hello.
9mm kills a body. 45 ACP kills the soul.
Okay, they're over there.
I could use a modified heavy bowgun, probably.
Yes. I guess.
And if you
Here's an
want to
option.
get a weapon from your location, or if you want a weapon from different locations.
This is my favorite part, chat.
I think we're ready.
Stairs. Stairs.
Maybe next time you go into the arena, you should practice it on your sister.
What's our mission for today, David?
Like they did with you yesterday.
Fairly similar to the last time you had entered in the Exodyssea. However, this time I would like you to assist with repairs and work within the area. There's various different bits of things that need to get work done, various different pipes and bits of equipment that will need to be moved. I feel like doing traditional work would be valuable. Now do keep in mind, to those of you who have not entered Exodyssea yet, I'm going to reiterate this. We're about to go into an area, the air is toxic.
Yummy.
Even if you have a respirator, there's a heavy possibility it won't work in due time. We are not to be in a combative stance at any and all times. We are to act passive, and we are to not use our abilities whatsoever. This also means when you will be assisting with working and labor, you will use your brawn, and that's all. No abilities, nothing of that nature. Are we clear?
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. All right, you may follow me.
Oh boy. We're going back down once more.
You know, I thought I was gonna be late.
Oh, whoops.
Same
So
here.
did I. Too.
I love pink.
Hopefully nothing.
Oh. Ooh,
Oh.
purple. Oh.
The purple. The purple. I mean, Anthera's been coming here a
Ethereal
little
may
bit, so
enter.
I think
Everyone
we
will
should
follow
be good.
Ethereal in.
You know, I busted up.
Okay.
Okay.
Purple.
Alright, take a deep breath before you go in.
Assassin's Creed The Landing. No labor like Freelander.
Helmet.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Ugh.
I was gonna say, once we see David, we can move forward, which now he is here.
Let's go.
I would like to keep conversation to minimum unless necessary. You need to save
Alrighty.
your energy.
Okay.
David, question.
Yes.
If things need to be welded, can we do that?
Damn spider webs.
No. No abilities. No technology here.
Okay.
Just basic nails and hammers.
Alrighty.
Whoa. Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna ask if I could use my fire.
I feel like I can't clear my throat. It's really annoying.
You'll be fine. Avoid the webs.
Entry time marked.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what you
This is cool.
Welcome to Circus here, Mr. Steele. Please do not go past the gate.
Yeah,
If they come up to us, can we pet them?
Oh,
I'll make the locals mad.
local.
Alright, so what exactly are we repairing or building?
There's a pile next to the gate of various different pipes and structures. Go ahead and take the pipes out, lay them along the gate.
They're flying.
Oh, okay.
You'll definitely recognize them. And after a while, we can't take them alone because if we do, they'll get mad.
Messiah? Steele?
Yes.
Hoy. This structure here could use some additional supports. Grab some wood from the back for me and go ahead and give it a hand.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, can do.
David, how did you want the pipes to be laid out? Horizontally or vertically?
Vertically.
Vertically. Not built in the wall. Up and down, so we're helping build the wall.
Miss Katsu, come up here with me. A few of you, could you hop up some of those up here for me?
Yeah, here. Ready to catch?
Ready?
Oh. I'll stay down here and lay some down here then.
That works. I'll help you with that.
Go over on that side for me, Miss Cassio. He'll throw him over to you.
Oh,
Oh, I'm just gonna with that. I'm gonna look at a few other things to work on after like this.
Put some up over here as well.
Can a few people huck some of those pipes for me over to Miss Cassio?
Can you toss them up or?
I'm gonna try.
One more for me, and I'll get to work up here.
Understood.
Jolly good. Alright, continue laying the pipes along the side. I'm going to finish work over here.
Sounds good.
There should be some rope and some nails and whatnot in that pile as well. Go ahead and try to kind of get those fastened into the wall for me.
Sure. You want me to toss them up to you?
No, I got equipment up here, so get away from that right now! Move away from that right now!
Oh boy.
Oh, that's not good.
Why is a rift in here? Stay up here for me, Miss Cassio.
What do we do about it?
Avoid it like the fucking plague.
Alright, so what do we do about that side of the wall then?
Leave it for now.
Gotcha.
What's the protocol here, David?
We avoid this thing like the plague. If they start to get agitated with us, we just leave.
Okay.
Very good turn.
Friends, avoid. Yeah, move the pipes over. Hurry. Keep working on that side. We've got peepers, whatever we called them in the camp, by the way.
Oh.
All right.
I don't suppose we're going up there to investigate anymore, are we?
Not right now. I'm hoping we miss. At some point, there's supposed to be a barrier around this camp, and that's going to keep that from out. But for now, I guess we're just going to have to deal with it.
Great.
Do me a favor. Inform this group about the possibility of a blood blossom showing up. If the little
group?
Yes, if the little peepers are showing up, they could just sprout out of the ground like weeds, like they do sometimes. And I don't want people pulling guns out and shooting things.
Okay.
Steel Messiah. There's these little creatures that have one single eye. They like to hide. I forget what we call them, so I'm calling them peepers for right now until I can remember what they're officially called.
I think they were lurkers?
Lurkers, that's right. We call them lurkers. They're harmless. However, they are prey to something we like to call blood blossoms. And blood blossoms are subterranean flower-like creatures. If, for some reason, a blood blossom decides to appear today, if we do attack it, we use our brawn and no magic. I'm going to continue to reiterate that fact. Good.
Can I use my overshield?
No weapons, no technology, nothing but your fists and maybe a sword.
Got it. Okay.
Whippy.
Speaking of...
Right on cue.
Like that.
Don't attack it. No, it's not agitated.
No, I know.
I'm going to the room. I'm gonna get the food that we made.
Just try to avoid it then. If it's just hunting that thing, then... Oh. Okay.
Let it go.
I'm gonna keep the hatchet with me.
Keep the hatch on you.
Okay.
Speak of the devil.
And he shall appear, yes. Alright. I'm going to keep the others. Alright.
What?
I'm going to remain.
I guess if we don't give it too much attention. See here, get back up there. Let's just finish up that bandit. The last thing.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now of all times, you don't think it's because we brought such a large group here, is it?
It's a possibility the creepers could be a little bit disturbed to our gatherings. Watch your back.
I don't suppose we could lure it into the cage.
Do we want to try that again? Steel, back away from it.
I wonder if it's the same one.
And then you'll see if you can coax it into the cage.
Right here.
It's a part of the indigenous life form, some of the remaining survivors of this planet.
Okay, well we touched up some of the older planks and put some each one around the joints. On this thing, it's pretty much done.
Alright.
Yikes.
Things like...
As long as they're not agitated with us, then I'm not agitated with them. Do me a favor, do a little bit of cleanup inside the main building there for me. The time frame between here and Heaven's Reach is a little different, so there's a possibility there could be dust inside. I know that's simple labor, but that's things that we need done.
I assume you wanted the posts lined up, or the poles lined up with the posts already there just to reinforce them?
Yes. I don't know if Miss Katsir has been doing anything, but have her throw a hammer up there or something for her so she can get some of those posts fastened to the top for me if you haven't already.
Will do.
I see it wandered off.
You
I guess
did.
we'll just
It
wait
went
for
through
the
gate.
left side then. For that rift
Well,
to
We will wait. Yes.
dissipate or something.
At some point in time, we're going to have some form of shield that should keep some of those things out. But for now, we're doing what we have with what we can.
Gotcha. Alright.
You are unworthy of his cannons.
Hey, David, I don't know if this is concerning at all, but Katsio said that she heard something call her a failure while she was standing up there.
Yes,
None
I've
of us heard
something.
it.
I've heard something twice, as well.
Okay.
It's another thing to ignore, unfortunately, for now, until we have
David.
greater need to be concerned.
What is that?
What is what?
That is what they are talking about.
Yes. Don't go near that. It's
Got it. And it's gone.
connected. It's connected to
Shadow Demon.
Miss Q in some way.
I get uploaded now.
Okay. Got it.
Could be dealt with.
I'll just tell Katsio to ignore the voice then.
Yes. Friends, the time frame in between Exodyssey and Heaven's Reach is a little wonky as well. Do me a favor, there's various different pieces, as you can see, of course, there's various different tents and whatnot throughout the area. They're going to need some cleaning. Because time tends to make things dirty.
Understood.
If it's too difficult, friend, let us know and we'll usher you out.
I should be fine, but thank you.
All right.
I just need to catch my breath, David.
Of course. Very well. Take your time.
I got the vertical beams up, but I still need to get the cross beams.
It makes things a lot harder to lift around here than it is in there. Trust me, I know. Had to build out the muscle mass for it.
I don't think I'll have time to put up the cross beams tonight. They're reacting a lot more than last time.
David, Crawley dude outside, like digging in the ground. But, you know,
Crawley, are you referring to the Blood Blossom?
the little
Or-
peeper, the
Uh,
little peeper guys. That
the official name is Lurker.
Lurker. Okay.
Lurker. They're nothing to be concerned of. They're harmless.
Yeah, I figured as much, but I don't know if it's digging or whatever, if that's a bad sign or.
It's just eating. They eat rocks and whatnot.
Gross.
Oh god, little eye picking back.
I'm gonna go observe the others. I'll let you and Anthea go keep an eye over here, okay?
Understood.
Alright.
Sorry to bother you two. Are there any cleaning supplies anywhere for the tents?
Well, I just finished with this push broom. You want to use this push broom?
I'll take that. Yeah, that works. Thanks.
Come to think of it, chat, I haven't really done a whole lot of exploring of this side of the camp. With what we can. Yeah, I definitely said that fucking backwards. It's usually we're doing what we can with what we have. I definitely fucked that up. I'm gonna turn you guys off for a second, chat. I gotta focus on the events. Shoo. 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 Note to self.
All over there is like a black hole. Sucking everything.
Messiah, Mr. Steele, there was some various wood planks, beams, and whatnot over in the tents back there. If you don't mind helping me grab a few planks, moving it to the front.
Sure. Yeah, no, we can do
We
that.
can do that. We finished cleaning up inside, so.
Jolly good. More supplies, friends.
Thank you, David.
Copy. Thank you, David.
How are you faring?
I'm getting really nauseous again.
If you need to leave, feel free. I can take care of things with myself and Ethereal.
I can't keep leaving over and over again.
All right. Then try meditating with me, eh?
I've been trying to do that. I
Close
just
your eyes.
can't.
Stop thinking. Picture an empty room with nothing in it. Focus on that nothingness. Fill that nothingness slowly with things that cause you joy.
Think bad.
And think on those things. Ignore your surroundings. Focus on those things. While you are doing this, slow down your breathing. In. Out.
Hey, David.
In. Out.
Hey, David, where do you want these
Repeat the
planks?
process. What do you need, Miss Cassio?
Ethan, wanted your attention.
Sire.
All right.
Put
First,
the planks over there on the
pour.
right side with the rest of them.
Yes.
We can't put them on the left side because that rift.
I need Katsuya.
Okay.
All right. Well, then you have Katsuya.
No, don't break your knees. There's a way in and there's a way around, Steel.
What is it, Miss Ethan?
It's gone now, but there was a red winged thing with a tail and looked like horns.
A red-winged thing.
Yeah.
It looked like a person that was either part draconic or some type of red and black wings. They went to the left towards
It's okay. It's
the.
easy.
Under the tower and past it.
It went towards what?
Yeah, where was that one?
It went towards that direction, towards the building.
Well, I mean, I shoot off this.
I don't want to risk getting the vanguards going around another lengthy expedition. Let's stick to the camp with all this insanity going on right now in the camp anyways. I don't want to be wandering out. So, if it's not going to bother us, then I'm not going to bother it.
Understood.
Sounds good. There is another bullet.
Also, I'm gonna try.
Coax
Yes,
this thing
I
into
have
the
its-
cage or something.
If it'll listen to me with food. I went back to make the food that I fed the other one, or unless this is the same one. Not in the dark.
He came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think they can come out of nowhere, which is not good. I think that's what Boy meant with the shadow.
Just don't go near it.
That's-
It's nothing
that's
to be
spooky.
concerned about as long as you don't go near it.
Got it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
still spooky.
I mean, if we don't mess with it, it doesn't mess with us.
Yeah. And now it's gone. Phew. The first time we've had shadows walking around. Isn't Theriel trying to lure that thing? Oh my
It's not. It
goodness.
wouldn't be his first rodeo. It's all right.
I know. That man I'm still gonna be worried about with that. I don't think you can blame the wife for being worried.
I understand. That's why I'm assuring you he's fine.
Alright.
More supplies.
Yeah.
We've got railings set up here.
Jolly good.
Unless the pole is tied up at the top here. So.
Jolly good. Keep an eye on Mr. Imperial forming this boy. How are you holding together, by the way?
It burns. It burns.
If you can't take much more, feel free to exit. Just let me know, alright?
I'm worried about that.
About that?
That is mine and Katsu's one of the reasons that we're here.
Ah. Yes.
They're starting to notice us.
Oh.
I was about to say,
I
they're
think
starting
it's
to
time to
notice.
go. Yes. Go
I
ahead
think
and
it's our
start.
time to leave.
Start walking out. for me,
Steel, come
please.
on!
Also,
Got it.
the Blood Blossom, when trying to coax it in to the cage,
Walk and talk.
it immediately stopped at the door.
I
Would
see.
not enter even if I had its food in front of it.
I see. Alright, friends, time to start wrapping it up. Okay.
We're not missing anybody, are we?
That's why I'm double checking. I believe we're
I
good.
don't think so.
Time to start wrapping it up.
Like, right now. Like, now. Like, you're going to die if you don't leave now.
I believe we have everyone.
Okay, cool.
Come on, play. Let's not stay.
It is time to leave, and that is not an
Do
option.
you think they'll take a handshake?
That means now.
Probably not.
Bye. Goodbye.
Man, they're like building the area, working on stuff, and they're the ones getting angry. He's thinking us. That was a joke.
A little.
Ugh, I feel like I'm gonna puke.
You're coughing.
Yeah.
One thing I hate is I can smell it through my helmet. Ugh.
Filters. It kind of corrodes the filters, so they don't last very long. That's why I don't bring my suit.
I forget if you mentioned it, but have you guys tried cutting down the webs?
We've given a shot once or twice.
They just keep coming back, or they don't go down?
They're really hard to get down.
I see.
We all good, David?
Yes. No, David is his clothes. At least these clothes that he wears.
Wasn't coughing as much, thankfully. Still coughing some.
I would suggest to get outside and up to fresher air.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Dude, I don't know which update it was, but god damn, something fucking broke my textures down there.
I'm sorry. Literally everyone was like, purple, 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 purple. I'm like, shut up,
It's just so embarrassing.
It's okay.
Damn it.
It's okay. It's an easily ignorable issue.
That's good.
I believe that is everyone.
I have enough voices in my head belittling me.
I will prepare some food within our chow hall of sorts. I found that eating helps me regain my strength. Probably a little different for you all, but nothing wrong with some food, eh?
Where's that laying down?
Stupid. Oddball in 64. Fucking GoldenEye. I thought you were making a fucking Halo reference for a second, and then I was like, oh wait, no, fucking Oddball. Alright, chat, I'm going to put the sword there. I'm going to set out an announcement letting everybody know they're welcome to come in now. Get one of these pots. I should close the entryway to Heaven's Reach, because I think it would be valuable for us to have a meeting with the Vanguards after all that. Some information, and I'm sure they're going to have questions. So I'm gonna go close the door. Really quick. There is food currently in the hall in the back. I'm going to close the entryway here. A meeting may be valuable.
Yeah.
Miss Katsuo, remain in here for the moment. We're going to have a brief meeting.
Alright.
That's why I closed the door. What was I going to say? Let the others know I'll be right back as well. I'm going to return this to its proper location, and then we'll have a conversation. Go ahead and let the others know to remain here for me as well.
What?
Let the others know to remain here for me as well, if you don't mind.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
I'll say that we've been locked in.
Well, you don't have to say it like that, but it's meeting time.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, friend.
Evening, David.
Evening. Greetings, friend.
Hey, nice sword.
Thank you. Just returning it to its proper place. I'll stay out of my room this time, or I'll touch the core and leave a note that says, "I did this, David." If I can remember where the kitchen is, I'll go straight to it, Shelly.
Hello, David.
Hello, Miss Riza.
Been to Exodusia.
Indeed, and we have interesting development. I'm currently having all the Vanguard stay on Champion's Island for a bit of a meeting of sorts. You're welcome to attend with us if you like. Your presence would be valuable.
Of course.
Hmm.
I would like to hear about it.
If you've happened to see Miss Q around today, her presence could be valuable as well.
Very well.
I think I want to feed shrimp. Add for a shrimp feeding dish. Hello, friend. Let's not poke too much at the Twilight's edge, eh? Lycan Steve. I will see you down there, eh?
David.
Greetings, friend. I am off to a meeting of sorts, but I will be away shortly.
Ah, alright.
Utsa versus David. Is Jake in the... Oh, he is. Meep.
Hello, Vanguard. Good to see you all. Good to see you too. And Champion.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing
She mentioned champions
I hope you
last.
too.
How's Hope? How's she doing?
Oh, she's currently having some fun in Demon's Bane Lair too.
Ah, yes, normal child
Have you seen Mitsu?
Okay.
I will admit,
hope
Demon's
so.
Bane level 2 is pretty fun.
It's scary but fun.
Nightmares.
I like my random jump scares.
Anyway, David, you called us all for a meeting.
Indeed. I primarily wanted to answer any questions, as I know for a fact there will be some, and additionally provide some insight on some of the things we had encountered today. First, I'll start with questions. Yes, Mr. Kane.
What was the weird shadow thing?
The weird shadow thing is associated with Miss Q. She, I believe, is going to be attending... Were you able to speak with her, Miss Riza?
I haven't seen her on her island, but I could try to utilize the crystal.
I see. Very well, then I will give as much information as I know of in case if she does or does not show up today. But essentially it has relations to do with her past, I believe. When we were here, when we encountered it the first time, we ended up walking through a situation where it caused us deep dread. Essentially, I believe what's the word I'm looking for? We have reason to believe there's a possibility that someone who is a bit of a villain of sorts, to keep it light, I guess you could say, is involved with Exodyssea. They're a bit of a fan of dead planets.
A villain.
Oh. Lovely. Someone to
Understood.
look out for.
Yes.
Could the red dragon thingy with the wings could have been involved?
I'm unsure. Could just be a portion of the life. I wasn't able to see it. As far as the flower thing, with the big pinchy fingers, and the smaller eyeball, we call the big one a blood blossom, and we call the small one a lurker. Those are simply indigenous life forms of Exodyssea. They're native to that place.
Okay.
I noticed the... whatever you want to call them, the Guardians, right? They didn't attack the Blood Blossom.
The Guardians don't really... it's a part of the planet. They're not foreigners like we are. So they don't really have a need to be concerned of their presence.
Oh.
Unless, of course, they
I
decide
thought
to
that-
attack them. They shouldn't be hostile.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
I thought their whole thing was to take over the planet and, like, eradicate whatever life forms come from the planet, and they just confuse us with the indigenous or something.
It is my understanding, and you can correct me if you like, Miss Riza, that they operate on a sort of a program of sorts. Essentially just utilizing whatever base code that whatever being went ahead and created them with. They're not droids, but they are set to go about specific commands. So they go about particular routines based off of their coding, we'll say.
You would be
Or like instincts?
Another thing is that
Effectively.
the eradication of life forms will happen automatically with the vortex that are slowly consuming the planet as is. It is not the Keepers that are directly involved with the quote-unquote genocide of all life.
Gotcha.
It's a difficult way to look at it, but one of the ways that I view it is that they are no more animal as anything else, and so they just simply have a specific instinct about them to do specific things. They don't have a true consciousness about them. Most of their actions are run by what I refer to as the cosmic subconscious. It's just something natural to them. They are a humanoid force of nature.
Makes sense.
Messiah?
Has a rift like that opened up before in the middle of that place?
No.
'Cause I don't
And
think last time we were
speaking
there,
of that,
it happened.
information, a rift had just opened in the middle, in fairly, basically the middle of camp. So,
Next to the gate.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keepers were kind of
those-
consistently coming out of it every couple of minutes or so.
That is very
It seemed like,
unpleasant.
yeah, it seemed like any type of
Yeah.
them were able to get through.
Hugh, what are you up to this evening?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Nothing much, darling.
I believe we have a whole
Cosmic creation time.
Seems so.
I don't know what process is required to get that shield up that we had discussed a while back, but perhaps there should be something to be done to expedite it. Or you can remind me of something I've forgotten. But,
We will be taking care of it.
good. Jolly good. I will admit I got quite a bit stressed, but once I realized the team surrounding me was relatively in a good ship shape, I decided to ease myself.
Very good, David.
Additionally, the reason we wanted your presence here was we encountered some of your friends, possible friends again.
Oh.
Various bits of
I see.
shadows in
Shadow
the
things.
distance. Some words were uttered or whispered to a few of us.
So that's what
Right.
I heard.
So we went crazy. Okay.
Yes.
No.
So what I refer to the shadowy figures is they're known as premonitions. Quite literally, they are named such because they start appearing before the endless start to show up in a dying world. Typically, they exist to prevent that dying world from fully falling into the endless beyond, where it just simply becomes one with the cosmos. They utilize these dead worlds to infect reality because they can't normally form themselves within creation. To that end, they also try to fill people with a sense of dread, namely because of the fact that, well, for lack of a better term, they are the end, and so death is approaching. I believe Andirio has a question.
Yes, mainly for you. What would happen if, per se, an endless did form?
Well, since it's a dead world and it's on the border, they can most likely actually form in that world. Which means that, well, to be fair, most endless, to my knowledge, would still be interpreted as invaders to the keepers. Keepers would be hostile towards them.
What if they weren't?
Okay.
Do you say that because you have knowledge of such things?
The reason I ask is while we were at the gate, after seeing those shadows appearing a lot, when I heard Ethan call out and saying, "Hey, something's out there," and I looked out past the gate, we saw a black and red figure just standing there as the keepers walked around them. They had
like
full form,
big
not a shadowy
wings.
figure.
Yeah, they had like big wings, a long tail, I think horns.
Black and red. And they seemed to watch us a bit and then wandered off.
My fears are confirmed then. The being in which you just saw was an individual that we simply refer to as the Endless, for ease of identification. More specifically, their full name currently is Q, the Endless. They are a shard of me that has become corrupt, so to speak. And to that end, if they were simply standing out there and not being assaulted, this means that they recognize her on the same level as me.
Oh, that's not good.
It's concerning, to say the least. She's showing up, then she knows what that place is. Katsio, boy, you know I will have to have a conversation with you afterwards then.
Yep. I'm guessing the voices that everyone was hearing, which I can assume based on what I heard is, at least for myself, is probably whispers of either past doings, is from them.
I guess we're hunting.
Yes, they attempt to conjure forth negative emotion, dread. They essentially attempt to break whatever species still exists on a dying world. Unlike the world that you're currently on, which only simply has plant life and other creatures, some worlds still have civilizations that are in their final death throes, trying to survive as it collapses around them. And during those moments, there's beings trying to eventually manipulate them into despair and thus destroy them for once and for all. Or consume them into their own ranks at this point.
Well, then I guess my final question about this would be, if they are showing, are they something we need to be observant of whenever we do expeditions beyond the gate?
Stay on guard. If she's appearing, I haven't heard any reports from anyone on my side that have been going elsewhere and she's been appearing. It's usually either premonitions or her herself, and she just simply shows up, taunts people, and then disappears. She views things as a play. She likes to create stories. She is a corrupted version of me. So think of how I would act, but if I was evil.
No, that does not sound at all fun.
I kind of view that as, instead of being a reader of the book, they want to be a writer.
Yes, they view themselves as the director.
Okay.
Goddamn, we're in a Scream movie.
At least you're not moving.
Are there any other questions?
I call being final girl.
I do have one, actually.
I don't think you want to further this dating sim.
In terms of the rift, what do those lead to exactly? What do they lead to? the in-between or somewhere else?
They would lead far deep into the in-between, probably the deepest layers. There's no telling where you might come out, even. It doesn't lead to a specific location, so to speak. It just leads to the very energies of the in-between. You'd be lost adrift for perhaps millennia in there before ever coming out somewhere else.
Oh, fun.
Ah. Right.
That sounds awful.
Indeed. Risa could tell you all about what traveling through the in-between is like.
It took me a couple of 100 years.
And that's with Risa having the powers that they do have, an understanding of the in-between. So, I would just simply say that around the rifts, be careful.
Alright, see you later.
It usually takes myself, Risa, or Janice the ability to close them. We could teach you too, David, considering your mastery over the energies has gotten far better, though it might take quite a bit of energy from you.
Any training is good training.
Perhaps we should use the one within the camp as an opportunity, as we're not really looking for closing other rifts. This is a necessity war. And
Indeed.
in this case, a perfect opportunity to see if David is ready for this or not.
Again, any training is good training.
Yeah, David.
While you're trying to teach him to do that, will it attract their attention?
We will wait for the perfect point when the keepers usually slow down their route within this realm.
There are periodic moments where their movements are far lessened. And so, usually they have this tendency to not really care when it comes down to it. In their eyes, I guess you could say, or in their subconscious, this world's going to fall eventually. Why put in the effort?
Almost like they've won already. That mentality.
Well, they did, I guess, in aspect of the grand scheme of things. That world is dying, and it is going to eventually fall into the in-between. There is no saving that planet. Its end is nigh.
Most we can do is help delay it, but it wouldn't achieve too much doing so.
They are timeless beings, and so they have, well, all the time in the world, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else?
Not yet.
What?
Very good.
No, I got no more questions for the moment.
Very good. That is all. I wanted to make sure you were properly informed and whatnot, and also debriefed the Miss Q and Risa on our findings today. So, unless you have further questions for me, you can of course ask me directly later. For now, this meeting is adjourned.
I do have one quick question for you, David, at least. What is the progress from today's excursion?
We were able to get a few things moved around, cleaned up and all that. Some people are still struggling with the environment, but that's natural.
Right side of the gate has
It's
been
very
semi
toxic
reinforced
environment.
with metal poles and such. Meanwhile, the left side wasn't really touched because that's where the rift opened, and so we stayed away from that side of the gate.
Indeed.
Yeah, a lot of supplies just got left sitting at the gate.
Otherwise, top of the gate on the right side is it's got safety rails and such, and it's got a couple more poles waiting up there for whatever else would need to be put up there.
Well,
See.
champions, if you would like to talk to me about something, whatever it is, I'll give you an opportunity for a couple of minutes before I go back to my duties.
Very well.
Boy, Katya, if you'll join me, I believe I sent Sky around here, so they should probably be clued in on it as well.
Nothing to try to worry about.
I suppose we're all making our way there then, eh?
Yeah. I don't have too much on my mind at the moment. A soft thought to you, but it's just a ponder. But that can be later.
Very well.
Oh, before we start,
I believe the Vanguards did good today, yes? No complications?
No complications whatsoever. I was very agitated, mainly at the situation that had occurred, not at anyone in particular. For the possibility of someone making a mistake that could cause problems in the future. But everyone was very conditioned, I guess, for lack of a better word. They seemed to have understood the situation and kept at a distance from whatever danger had arrived. And because of that, there was no immediate dangers, we'll say, that had arose. That needed to be handled,
that
at
is
least.
very good to hear.
Indeed, I was able
That
to
also
get a hold
allows
of
me
myself.
Yes, that is exactly what I was about to say. It allows me to be more at ease while I'm here, knowing that you are going to also do so. Now then, champions, is there anything you would like to bring up? Any concerns, questions, anything at all? Things that have caught dust?
The only thing that have potentially caught dust would, if we want to talk about the protections outside, if there's been any word on that or progress on that.
Oh dear, I got so incredibly busy I completely forgot about that. Oh my. Thank you for reminding me, Imperial. I suppose that's something I should take care of.
There's also...
I know we did... Sorry. Go ahead.
We can't visibly see it, but remember there was a rift on the Ruby Spider ship.
Yes. And I do believe we had made plans for that. Anyone remember the specifics?
If I recall, that was another thought about having, if I recall, either David or Higgs at the time helping with
Ah, yes, Higgs. The status on his cosmic training at Hodo?
I haven't had the opportunity to interact with Higgs to be able to go about that kind of a process. So it is essentially null and void, unfortunately.
I see. It is not your fault, David.
I will reach out to him directly via the crystal and attempt to see if there's a way I can reach out to him directly instead of waiting for him to come to me.
Very well. The ship. Has it been used as of recent, or is there a great need to use it in the future?
We've been using it regularly, actually.
You make a
It's
note
the
on
main
that,
place
actually,
where
because
most
that's
of them
actually my
sleep
fault.
or,
I meant to
go
do that
about their
forever ago.
daily
I completely
things.
fucking forgot.
Again,
Gonna do
I
that
don't know
right
if-
now.
I don't think it's that urgent, but it's kind of hard to, I guess, sleep fully at night knowing that something could pop out eventually. Even though it is in the basement, which is fairly secure, it would help to get rid of it.
No, I understand. It is quite dangerous after all.
Very good.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Well,
want even if it is secure to do a hull breach.
I suppose today, after most people have left our wonderful place, Q and I will take you back to Exodysia and see if we can make some progress on sealing that rift with your help.
We'll do it.
And depending on the outcome, you can take that knowledge and utilize it. Make it better, and then use it on Nomad's ship.
Or
Anything
potentially
else?
Potentially take Higgs with you to see if he can learn with you on the ship.
Preferably, yes. That requires Higgs to show up.
True.
He has had a lot on his plate. The death of Fable has made things difficult for him.
Fable?
Yes.
Oh, you haven't told me it was Fable, David. Oh dear. Oh well, that puts a whole new perspective on the whole thing.
Yes.
Very unfortunate. I understand. To my knowledge, Fable is also a big part of Dragonspire. That's probably gonna cause some complications for Lord Siegfried as well. Well then, if that is everything, I will let you go about your day. Oh,
Okay.
Nomad. Has the breathing gotten any better?
I haven't been coughing as much, but I still get very nauseous.
Very well. At least you're making progress. Wear it proudly.
Not feeling like bringing up something very specific, Mr. Nomad?
When you guided me through meditation, I tried to create something that, in my mind, would bring me joy. And while I was trying to do that, I saw something. I might need to rest for a while.
Would you like to talk about it?
Alrighty, Goose, just a heads up. I'm gonna be leaving now, so I'm gonna leave things to
Something
you.
that hasn't
Kimmy.
already been talked about before.
I understand. Okay, see you later, Luna.
Have a good RP. Bye-bye.
If you don't feel like reiterating conversation, that's fine. However, I understand the need to vent every now and again.
Maybe some other time I'll get into that.
Alright. Very well.
Well, you two have a good night, or afternoon, whatever. Good time, as we said.
Good time.
Good time works.
To you as well. Take
Whatever
care.
time that may be.
Mhm.
How goes everything else on your end?
Better.
That's good.
Time heals, and thankfully I have a lot of time in between sequences between you all coming and going. So,
Yes, if I recall, it averages, what, around a week each day for us?
depends on the person, but yes.
Ah. It's hard to gauge on how all that goes.
Indeed. No, I'm doing better. I've been able to get over Fable, unfortunate as it is.
Yes, I've heard whisper there's meddling on that end, that his death is still under investigation.
I see.
And if he's truly gone.
I am not going to hold
Or
false
something.
hopes. Mr. Higgs was very convinced, and I don't want to assume things, get my hopes up, and then have them shot down again. So, I'm just going to leave it how it is. How is his wife?
She's faring. I think she is holding on to that hope.
I see.
I think that's what's helping her get through right now.
I see. Let us hope she has a silver lining to look forward to then, eh?
Well, hope is something very powerful.
It is indeed.
So. Speaking of hope, it was interesting to hear Riza just very casually go, "Oh, Hope's fine. She's in level 2, having fun."
She's tough.
Oh, I'm sure if she's a child of Heaven's Reach, if she's anything like the other, I'm sure she has a lot of spunk behind her.
Indeed.
One question that I had is, how do you feel all the Vanguard is doing, each individually? Is there anyone that you think is doing exceptionally well, or any that might need extra help?
Mrs. Steele, primarily in the factor that he's similar to the lines of you, I would say, in terms of abilities. That's not to say he's no slouch. He has whatever drift energy flowing through him, same as Mr. Nomad, fortunately.
Yeah, and Mr. Nomad's no slouch, so...
Of course.
I
no,
still have
he's
a hard
had
time
practice.
keeping up with Nomad.
He's had plenty of practice dealing with that. But, today would be his first day in Exodysia. But no, outside of that, I am promptly surprised with the team's ability to remain calm in a relatively dangerous situation. I had my wits, I was very nervous, obviously, at first. I believe I had at one point lost portions of my temper. Not at them, more at the situation. But whenever I was able to notice that everyone else seemed to have their wits about them except for me, I decided perhaps it's best that I just simply calm the fuck down, to keep it simple.
It's understandable. You are more than aware of what could happen if someone accidentally messes up near one of those rifts and causes all of them to become hostile.
Yes.
We don't know how long they would consider us a threat, or if we could even return.
Yes. It seems like most people seem to have an understanding of the situation, which is good. I was concerned.
Thankfully, giving everyone a debriefing, as you do before entering, allows people to remember these are the things you need to do if XYZ happens.
Yes, which is true. I just have my concerns that won't happen. However, that's why we picked these particular people in the first place, eh?
Mm-hmm. Have you heard of any of the ones that I know were on the list but haven't appeared yet?
Toronto. He's the only one.
How's he faring?
I don't know. I haven't discussed anything with him. I haven't had the opportunity to present him with the opportunity.
And I guess it sounds like you were able to speak to Randolph, I believe. I just haven't seen him myself.
I have, yes. I've spoken with Randolph. Everyone I have spoken to, except for Toronto. He's the only one that has not been discussed related to the Vanguard position.
I've been debating on, even though I know we're already past time of queuing people up, there is someone that I'm wanting to give a chance to.
And who is that?
A lot of people have been giving them a hard time, but I've been having long talks with them, and they've been showing their dedication and verbally announcing it. But I know Maxine has been wanting to help. And I was wondering what your thoughts are. I spoke to a few other Vanguards on their thoughts. Some that know her personally, and asked their personal opinions on them. Most of them would state that they have a lot of heart.
Good.
In something they dedicate themselves to.
Good. Before anyone vouches for Maxine or gives permission of that, you should talk to Miss Ares about that. It should be up to her if she wants her daughter getting further involved with this. As far as
I will see what they think.
As far as my opinions, Miss Maxine has spunk. Quite a bit of it.
She does.
During her time in training, though, I've had two concerns. One is she has a problem with anger, and it causes her to act irrationally in a battlefield situation, or at least in training. And in two, she's gone for the kill in a situation where she shouldn't a few times now, which is another cause for concern. However, I've also seen her grow and adjust a fair bit. So right now, I'm keeping an eye on her.
I will talk to them a little bit on that. And I will talk to Ares, since you're requesting me to do so. Though at the same time, there is always that point of eventually the child has to make their own choices.
I know. But with respect to Ares.
I'll ask Garrus about it and what their thoughts are. And even though it's a hard statement to ask their if they can have an unbiased opinion on the situation and not view them as just their daughter, but as someone who wants to help.
Indeed.
Because I know... I guess it's the opposite for me, is because I trust Saya because she's family. So it's a thing of... If she says no, is it just because she thinks she's protecting her, or... Well, I guess that'll be for me to find out when I talk to her about it all. But I also do hope Toronto can eventually show. He had an acute interest, and that's why I wanted to give him a chance.
All right.
But if I see Maxine, I will talk to her and also relate at least to her on the two things to work on.
Very well.
Thank you for that talk.
You're very welcome. Anytime.
And you know, I've been talking to Corvus more. There is a bit of me hoping that one day maybe he'll bellow something out, though. I doubt it, but...
I imagine it takes quite
nice.
a bit of effort for him to do that.
Yeah. I'm just imagining what his first words will be, or will he make a, as Zarkon said, a very dry joke?
Well, if his first words, if we're talking about first words spoken in Heaven's Reach that are verbal, what we heard the other day would technically be that.
True. Is that what he always sounds like?
Not as booming, I suppose, because of the, well, the surface area of Heaven's Reach probably has something to do with that, but yes, that is his voice.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure if that was him or, I guess, an echo. So I guess wishing to hear it more clearly would be an interesting thought. Well, I guess I will go check and see what everyone else is up to. Hopefully, Nomad gets some good rest. And it sounds like you better relax a little bit, since you're going to have the fun of going back down in there.
Indeed.
So, I wish you luck on that one, because I know it's probably going to be hard since you're going back in there so soon.
I've had a lot of practice, Anthuriel.
I try to keep up, that's why I come here every other day.
The largest concern is figuring out how to get the gate closed. That will be an effort, and that will probably get me out of it for a few days or so. But just being there isn't as much of a problem as it used to be.
That's good. I know I've been actually starting to find it a bit easier to breathe normally there, which is nice. Sometimes it feels a bit weird. Only because I go in there expecting, okay, now for my lungs to burn, and they're not yet. It's like a tingle, for the most part.
Suppose that means the microdosing is working, eh?
Yeah, it obviously starts to burn the longer we're there, but at least it's not a burn right from the get-go.
Indeed.
So eventually, the microdosing has been helping. I do know I will probably start bringing, oh, what was her name again? I'm horrible at name. Cora. They were showing interest on wanting to make trips there. So I told them the time frames of when I usually come visit on our off times, and I'll probably bring them along as I bring Saya along. So we'll have another bit of helping hands to try and expedite building that place up.
I see.
Which, honestly, I'd probably say most Vanguard should probably take advantage of that.
Indeed.
Which I will let others know and ask if any of them are interested in doing such.
So
and
far, Miss
I will get a
Persephone has
list
been
down.
assisting me a few times.
That's good. Even if people aren't in the, I guess, physical shape to do hard labor, it's even good just to go there to just microdose, as you say.
I wish there was another word I could use for that, but...
Works. Ooh. Microdosing is a good word for it, because that's practically what we're doing.
Beep boop.
It's like getting the old way of a vaccine
Yeah.
of putting a
Don't
little
know
bit into
why
yourself and
Voice
letting your
Mod does
body
that.
get used to it.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go check in on everyone now, so I'll let you continue with whatever you wish to do.
Alright. Take care of yourself, Miss Tantheria.
You as well, David.
In regards to your comment, Luna, I have read it, and I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably poke some people about it later that need to be poked, unless you want to poke them. And by poke some people, essentially, I could just, I'll leave it at that. Is Jack DMing me too? What's Jack's have to say? Oh, shit! Oh, fuck, that's... Oh, Malta's Palace updates! That looks fucking awesome. Malta's Palace updates, chat. Oh, okay. Will do. I'll let you know it's nothing you need to be concerned about, but we'll talk about it later. Here. I'm gonna piss. Chat, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I'm gonna do that in my home, in my house. I'll be right back, chat. And we're back, chat. I had to get a quick snack. It was just a little hungry. What does the PISS acronym stand for? Party in sink sometimes. Better to his piss than the sink than the sink and the cum, you know. So cum in the sink in the, you know what? Whatever. But now we can get David dressed up in his fanciful attire, because we're no longer going on combat for the moment. Meep, meep. Ah, I'm fancy now. I have this friend. Her name is Ironic Kitten. You guys' interaction reminds me of this thing that her and I do. Every time I see her, she goes, Goose. And I go, kitten. And she goes, hey, Goose. And I go, hey, kitten. In the most boring way possible. And then repeat that over and over and over again. We are... Yes.
So sorry to bother you. Inthera let me through the one-person gateway for just trying to find you. I wanted to ask some questions about some things, if that's okay.
All right. Ask away.
Where to start? In terms of, I guess, Exodyssea and the in-between, what caused the in-between to reach that planet?
So that is in relation to the wish. We don't know the details, but at some point, at some time, a wish was made. There was a day, and of course, this is obvious, but I'm going to reiterate, everything that I say stays here, yes?
Understood.
Jolly good. Because if you were to converse about this topic outside of Heaven's Reach, it could be catastrophic, causing a clock attack. So. But being as you're a vanguard, I'm going to trust this information to you, eh?
Thank you.
Of course. Now, at some point, at some time, there was a wish. Several years ago, there was a situation that had occurred. We like to call it the day that no one remembers. Essentially, at some point in time, the wish was made, and we have reason to believe that the wish, effectively, caused everyone to forget a very particular event that had occurred. This event, we have reason to believe, was a war of sorts, or a battle, that more than likely took place on the beachheads of Zephyra, the waterfront district, to be more specific. We don't know what happened. We have assumptions. But we do know at some point a wish was made. And that wish caused everyone to forget a very key event that happened that day. And because of that, many of us have our memories replaced with something else that day. Some people were attacked by a very different force. Some people just went about their days. Higgs completely forgot Miss Riza existed. A lot of people forgot a lot of things. Us champions assumed the tower just left, and that was that. And the reason these clock attacks are occurring outside of Heaven's Reach, the reason for all this secrecy has to do with this wish. It's trying to prevent us from getting involved. It's trying to prevent us from digging deeper. Because the more we dig deeper, the more dangerous it is. That's why Miss Riza has a clock in her eye. That's why some people have that, is because it represents the warning. Yes. If you look deeply, you'll find it. It represents the warning. That is, shut up and don't talk about it. To keep it lightly. So effectively, what we are
There's-
trying to do... Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, there's just so much that I don't know about Heaven's Reach and its past occurrences that I'm still trying to understand and
Food
such,
is
so
good.
I'm still trying to, I guess, grasp everything and trying to, I guess, play catch-up at this point.
We don't talk too outwardly about a lot of these things because we don't want people to start talking about it outside of Heaven's Reach. We're not as quiet about it as we used to be, I'll say. However, the Vanguards have every right to know about what is going on. So, but yes,
On the topic of... I'm sorry. On the topic of Vanguard, from what Ethereal told me yesterday, I was told that Ares vouched for me for Vanguard, and I'm still trying to grasp around my head on why she did when I feel like there are better applicants that she knows that could fit the position.
that would be a question probably better answered by Miss Ares. Whenever we had decided to, I suppose, vouch for Vanguards, I had informed all of them that whatever name that you throw in the ring, I will automatically approve of, unless it is someone I am incredibly egregious about. So, there wasn't much discussion as far as the names went. It was more, this one is someone I approve of, and I said, all right, that sounds good to me.
I see.
The only requisite was that they had been training in the arena and had been active in there.
Makes sense.
I will tell you, and this may have to do with her decision, we are not looking for heroics in that arena. We're not looking for people who want to set some example of sorts. We're looking for people who are dedicated and capable of handling this mission. I see a lot of people who want to bolster their strength and show off in that arena, but that is not what I want. I want people who can, I want people who are stoic, smart, can handle a situation like we were in today without it being catastrophic.
Right.
And I would say that because today's situation didn't end up catastrophic, that we've picked the right people so far.
Well, that's good to hear. Have you ever been to the In-Between yourself?
I have. Once. When we were going to, rescue Miss Riza. A lot of this started because the champions and I started receiving these calls from a raven for no reason. At least that's what we felt. Eventually, we came to realize that these calls were Riza trying to contact us. And, from what we had gathered, she needed us to get her. And through the sacrifice of a few friends, unfortunately, we were able to get her out.
If I had to make the assumption, the 2 sculptures in the ice cave, were those the ones that helped with Riza?
Technically, only one of them was. But the other one, Miss Kokomi, did help, indeed, with a very important situation. No, one of the statues is in Dragonspire. He is a former champion known as Calcifer.
I've seen his before.
Yes. You have him to thank for Miss Ares still being here today.
I guess, in this terms, Ares can go on and fight in their name and such, I would assume, but I'm not sure.
Fight in Calcifer's name?
I guess, like, fight for them so that I guess their memory doesn't die of them?
Of course. The tower was the end goal for all of us, and still is the end goal. So, we're not going to let his death be in vain, eh?
That's good. It's kind of like what we hunters do in Astera. So, if my assumption on this is correct, the reason we're going, I guess, Exodysia is to try to locate the tower and such, or?
We have reason to believe it is connected with the tower in some way. We know for a fact that there are ravens that have been visiting and still are visiting Exodysia. And these ravens, of course, being the ones who are connected to the tower. They've left their mark in Exodysia themselves. That large bird-like structure you see off in the distance on one of the buildings is a symbol of theirs, I suppose.
Oh.
We've also, unfortunately, met a few of them at one point in time.
Never met a raven before.
Oh, you have? Miss Riza is a raven. Mr. Ryu is a raven. Jin Bin, if you've met Jin Bin, he comes around. He is also a raven. I suppose Hope herself in a way, is a raven as well.
I did not know that.
Ravens are beings that are connected to the tower in some way. Hope is an exception, as she was made here in Heaven's Reach. Jinbin in a technicality as well. But their memories that were given to them stem from the tower. Ravens are created from past champions, effectively. When a champion falls or fails to climb the tower, they are then bound to it. And essentially act as a servant to it for the rest of their infinite or so lives, unfortunately.
Is there no way to break them out of the tower? Like, I guess?
The ravens can go about outside. Ryu is a raven of ours who has distanced himself from the tower. However, if he were to perish, he would go right back to it. Miss Riza was recreated. The real one we see here in Heaven's Reach is a recreation of the real Riza, made by the real Riza herself, the warden of the tower, the true warden of the tower. She is more than likely still in the tower to this day. The raven that we know, the one who is here, we can assume she was brought to us to guide us.
I would assume that would make sense, knowing the fact that the Raven is here, and I assume the rest of Riza's in the tower, if I have that right?
Yes.
Okay. Slightly off-topic question, but how did you meet Miss Riza?
Well, there was a tournament of sorts that had taken place to provide everyone a ticket, and whoever won their tournament would be provided with this ticket. A few of them fought in a tournament that Gormunder had hosted, a few of them had fought in a tournament that Sochi had hosted, and then they were given tickets to the winners. I was an exception to this. Mr. Sachi had given me a ticket directly. I did not take part in the tournament, unfortunately. But this ticket was a ticket to the tower. The ability to climb this tower. We were promised there would be one wish if we were to succeed at climbing this tower. So, I met Riza within the training that we had undergone, with an arena identical to the arena that you and the other vanguards have been training in. And just like you, okay. I too was trained in a bit of a dramatic way. It was a lot more difficult back then. I didn't speak with her very often then. my relationship with her then was much, much different than it is now. I barely knew her. It wasn't until all of this happened, I suppose, that I truly got to know the kind of person that she is.
Hmm.
If you would like to get technical, Heaven's Reach is, in and of itself, a portion of the in-between that has been set aside. It's a bit of a pocket of sorts. If that makes sense.
So like a safe space, but still part of it?
Kind of like that. It came from it.
Oh. Hmm.
When we first stepped foot in here, it was nothing but shallow water, and that was all.
How long did it take it to make it look like this, though?
I didn't.
I assume a while.
I didn't do any of this. This is all Miss Riza. And, well, I guess the Champion's Island, is also the doings of a raven by the name of Architect, who had assisted Miss Riza in constructing this. But this is all their doings. I had nothing to do with this. As far as time, well, time works a lot differently here in Heaven's Reach, as you know. I'd seen it change a lot. Back whenever I first started coming and going here, I didn't stay here. I didn't really call it my home, I guess you could say, as I do now. But, now I say it's been, I think we're coming on, I keep telling people I think it's roughly 7 to 10 years now, but I think we're coming on 10 now.
One thing's for sure, this place is amazing. That's one thing I can't agree on.
That it is.
I've been quite curious about this. What's champion training like?
Are you referring to the training we had undertaken originally, or the training we are undertaking now?
I guess now would be nice, or whichever you see fit.
The training nowadays is different from where it used to be. Many of these houses that you see before you are fairly empty. The only homes that are probably populated on the regular are mine, Mr. Nomad's, Mr. Antherials, and Miss Ares. Miss Paddy's has been populated as of recently by Miss Calypso, kind of keeping it warm, I guess you could say. But just about all the champions on this side of the roof do not really visit. That is why we created the Vanguards.
I see.
They have... Time changes priorities. There's also... Metaverse, as we know it, has a way of causing all kinds of issues to occur on the daily basis. So many people wanting to end the world and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Higgs is wrapped in a lot of that. Miss Paddy is trying to keep herself sane. Mr. Ion has family, and Mr. Clink, I don't bloody know what he's doing. The old man's probably rocking in his chair and forgot to get up this morning.
Probably called an early retirement.
Actually, last I had talked to him, he was fancying a woman, and he was perhaps getting ready to have a new child. Which for a man of his age is a little bit insane, but hey. I suppose he's still got that dog in him. But the training these days is different. A good majority of the training that I undertake I do alone, or with whoever decides to assist me at the time. But the ones who do attend, it's very much similar to the training that you are currently undergoing in Exodysia. We are adapting to the environment, exercising our bodies in there. And if we're not in there, we're training in the arena against the clock entities that are available. Or we're deciding to do a friendly spar of sorts.
I know ever since I've been here, I have fought against simulated clock entities as a group, but I know one day I do want to see if I can try to take one down solo, see how well I can do, I guess is the best way to put it.
They're tough.
I believe it.
I try to replicate the teachings of the one who had taught me and the other champions, Mr. Esso. Doing things a little in my own way, I suppose, but it's fairly similar. Not as many waves of enemies flowing at you at once. Perhaps one day will change that. One day fairly soon, actually. Could be valuable training.
Well, as you said before, any training is good training.
Indeed.
I agree on that statement too. Because I feel like compared to everyone that I've met, I have a lot of catching up to do, including with my sisters. I feel like this is not a really... I feel like this is a question that you're going to say no to, but I'm still going to ask it anyways. Would it be possible for Vanguards to join champion training at some point, or is that not anything possible at all?
By technicality, you are already doing that.
Oh.
The training that I'm giving the Vanguards is similar, if not very much the same, to what I've been undergoing in Exodysia. The attempt to normalize the environment. However, Heaven's Reach is always open to anyone who's been made a trusted. So, if you want to walk in one day and train against a clock, or something of that nature, you're more than welcome to do so.
I feel like it wouldn't be possible today unless there's anything going on with those, or...
Today? Today, I would say, is more possible than others, considering the factor that we don't have training on days like today. Would you like to try yourself against a clock?
A bit nervous, but I would like to. If you allow it, of course.
Very well. Go to the arena, and I will get something started for you.
Thank you. I think that's all the questions that I have, actually. Thank you for your time, David. It means a lot.
Of course. You're very welcome.
Now I gotta go grab my gear. I'll be in the arena waiting then.
I will see you there. Indeed, a rent-free paradise. Okay, I guess I'm gonna be a clock entity for them. I'm thinking I'll have them go against a the Black Ram. The pugilist. No, the guy with the flamethrowers. I can't remember their name for the life of me ever. Bloodbane! Thank you. Cock entity. What the hell? I'll have him go up against the Bloodbane. Oh! Speaking of going against Bloodbanes and things, your boy needs to change his fucking security level to none. Hopefully that didn't screw up some amazing shit I could have seen today that I didn't. But everybody in this lobby is friends, so I don't see how that would change anything. That's what I'm saying. I was in a public instance Saturday. That's the whole reason that's on. That transition is so fucking cool. I'll set up the computer for you. When it's ready, you'll know. Okay. And now I'm going to go into the back in this random hole here and change avatars. Blood main, blood main, blood main. It's a blood main. That's what it's called. It's a blood main, blood main, blood main, blood blossom, blood main. Why is it that one is the hardest for me to remember? I can remember Zarkon, Tycon, yada 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 con, but I can't remember fucking blood main. I think that's Zarkon. I think it's this one. No, that's a Gon. I don't know. It might be this one. Let's find out, chat. Yeah, this is it. Clock sim hit. You have an in-game announcement. Clock sim heads up. Fuck! Damn it! I can't press this. Hold on. I'm gonna respawn. I need to turn in-game music off anyways. Alright. Official clock sim, Wega. Alright. First, mute in-game audio. Send out a global announcement. Clock sim in progress. Clock sim in progress. Please be patient. Clock sim in progress. Oh fuck. Oh shit, not him. Oh fuck, did I lose it again? It was this one. BMC, Blood Main. Yeah! Alright. Audio's off. I just gotta walk to the fucking arena. What the hell? Whoa! What's happening? Why is that happening? Probably because of the avatar's height. Speaking of height. Okay, cool. Spawn.
Depending on what happens, we don't know. So once we pass this archway, then we might not come back.
Alright, turning you guys off for a sec.
So when we come back, Nario Temple. That's not good.
Repeat the process. We're going to jump again. Getting in the car. I think we might want to call it for now.
Come on. Come on. Up to easy. I gotcha.
You got them.
Yeah. I got her, David. I'm getting her outside.
Jolly good.
Also, I just realized.
Chips.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. I had the chips from yesterday as well.
Oh! Thank you.
Do I? No, I'm gonna request it. Am I able to do one quick one, or is the simulation? Was that just a one-time thing today?
We can do one more. Do you have any requests?
I'm able to, if that's fine with you. I haven't tried a one-on-one with Zarkon yet.
All right. We'll do Zarkon then.
Alrighty.
Now the rest of the night is going to be me jumping back and forth from helping with clock training chat. I don't think I need to put another announcement in. I've already put an announcement. People know that clock sims are going on. We'll do a couple more of these. There's like a little bit over an hour left in the lobby. We'll do a couple more of these and then we'll call it. Yeah, they're aware. Yeah. We'll do like one or two more of these, and then then I'll just be like, all right. We're getting close to the end of the hobby. All right, so it's a good thing I didn't turn on the music. That should be Zarkon, I think. Yeah, that's Zarkon. Luna, we need to just hang out someday and then just figure out where the other ones are at. Just kind of just chill and fucking look through your hours of C at the end stands for clock. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Just chill and fucking look for hours of yeah. Just get through it together, I guess. Skidoo.
Were you always lying to me? Like, did I just think we were friends?
I know ever since we mentioned Sake, several people want to beat them up now. Not just Antherio. They're like, ooh, new beat up person? I'm turning you off for a sec. Monsters can't have friends. I miss Gormunder. This is one of my favorite power moves right here.
jail quarter, maybe if someone is strong, we can handle it. But if they're not, they're able to handle it.
Oh, almost accidentally unmuted my mic there for a sec. I gotta keep that in mind because my fucking... I don't know why I keep doing that, but I keep doing that. So I just gotta be aware of that I'm doing that. Oh, I just smashed my fucking chair! Oh! Whoops. And unmuted my mic while I did that at the same time. I'm okay, I'm fine, it didn't hurt. It was more startling. I'm gonna smash him again. Didn't think I'd do that twice in a row, did ya? Why are you going backwards? Why are you going backwards? You run away. Step aside. You psychopath. Why is that happening? Oh, it's because I keep opening in my hand. Running backwards. Fucking psycho. Absolute psycho. If Galaxy fights, I'm gonna have him I might have him fight Tycon, dude. If Galaxy asks me to fight, I might have him fight Tycon. Just because it's like... Because I know Galaxy. And it scales, right? It scales. The only sucky part is there's no music for him. Actually, I might not do that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Or he'll just fight like a fucking very big version of one of the others. Let's see. Yeah, I think Katsuyo's getting to the point of winning here. Oh, okay. If you're cool with that, I think I still have it. I'll have to check. I might not have it. I might have got rid of it. If I have gotten rid of it, could you give it to me real quick? Like, just jump in here and desktop? Alright, we're gonna have one more big boom, and then I'm gonna die. Yeah. I like Katsuyo's like actually like hitting and then leaving, and then hitting and then leaving. That's good tactics instead of just sticking it out. You know?
Understood. That one was more tanker than the other.
Alright, is my controller fine? Yeah, it's good. I like fucking hammer-fisted my chair. Yeah, oh, dude, I kind of want Galaxy to be like, hey, can I fight? No, so I can be Sachi. That'd be kind of fucking... That'd be kind of rad.
That was weird.
Good fight.
That was
Hi, David.
No?
We just saw something.
Saw what?
At least we thought saw something. Red.
Or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was like this red
yeah.
pulse. Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
Interesting.
Okay, then that's...
Well, I guess we're hallucinating.
That's weird. Yippee!
Hooray!
Oh, thanks for running that. I was trying to learn his moveset for a few seconds there.
No, it looks like Galaxy's not in here.
Yeah, that was very... That's kind of what I think we need to do with some of these. Figure out how they work.
Yeah. Better to learn what they do instead of ramming their head into it and praying we just defeat it.
Yeah, because that doesn't always work.
How about one more?
One more?
One more. Go get Anthurium for me, Messiah. Oh,
Alright.
speak of the
I'll see
devil.
where he is.
Ethereal.
Oh, well, he's right
Come
here.
down here. Cora.
He shall appear.
Cora.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
A lot better going in and out the door.
Come
I'm
down
okay.
here. We're going to do one more.
You want...
Is it
Is it just those two?
All 4 of you.
David,
permission
Oh, well then.
Just these 4 for now, Miss Maxine. I apologize.
Team exercise. You got this, guys.
Well then, get ready.
Found it! Hell yeah. I'm pretty certain I don't have it, so... yeah. This, dude, honestly, this might be a sore spot for some people, so I'm interested to see how this goes.
I think I'm going to highlight your monologue separately.
If I have it, it'll be down. Nope.
Greetings, David.
Hello, book. Red book.
Would you like to roll a dice?
Certainly. What the hell? Success on a 2? What the fuck?
It's just because the DC was 2.
Oh. 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 That's fucking psycho. Is this
Yeah,
it,
this is
Luna?
a
Are you-
coolness
is this it?
check.
Alright. Let me favorite. Let me actually
Luna.
remove something from my
thought you were
favorites
hitting
real
up.
quick. No, we're doing a special thing. Alright, I have favorited it. Thank you! And I'm gonna clone it too, actually. I should do that too. Okay. This is where we separate the boys from the fellas.
Something to a ginormous raven that could kill us.
Yeah, it,
Would
they
be
are
joy.
more raven. It's just people, we like to say they look like.
Why did you do this, Sachi?
Let's try to save the...
It's been a while since I have used this avatar, dude. I'm gonna have to pick things up. Turn you guys off for a sec.
We both know what happened to the old admiral.
Hey! Jesus!
Dash, slashing. Dash again.
Focusing on Gatsio right now.
Slashing, little sword. Slash, step, slash. Yep, step, slash.
I got a little thing underneath my feet. Oh man, I wish this had the minigun. I just realized this doesn't have the minigun. They all just abandoned Amperial. They need to team up on me, dude. They're distancing themselves so I can pick them off one by one. I'm gonna start focusing on the ones that are distancing themselves.
It's gonna feel very, very warm in the door.
They're obviously guarding her, but they're not guarding Ethereal. Watch me just walk through these flames like a badass. I need to take it easier on these guys, fellas. This is I'm having way too much fun. I need to calm down. They've all just abandoned Cora, so that means I'm gonna focus Cora now. Alright.
Simulation, but it's not too real.
Sachi doesn't let himself be defeated.
No shit.
Ended up being overwhelmed, he would immediately just disappear with the flowers.
Do what?
That's what I noticed, at least. Each time he got overwhelmed, he would disappear with the flowers.
That's cool. How are you feeling?
Leave behind.
Flowers or
a bit injured, but
drain of his energy.
I can still walk.
Again, Sachi's tactics were to be agile, and his abilities was based on to jump into the fray and cause chaos and disruption.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he always told me anyways.
So I'd so forgotten about. As far as I remember, to stand in the middle of them. Wherever he was, it didn't hit him.
Well, he wasn't stupid enough to make his own abilities hurt himself.
Yeah, of course not. I held it as much as I could.
I understand this was impromptu and unexpected, but I do have some information to share.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Q.
Thank you, Miss Q.
I'll take it.
I will get out of the way and allow David to do that teaching while I heal you guys up.
Sit back down for a bit.
My friends, you still have a lot to learn. If that were the real Sachi, 2 of you would be dead if the decision to evacuate was made. If not, you all would be dead. There were multiple times where I saw the injured unattended. And when the injured was attended, there was one always left alone. Whether it be Messiah, Katsuo, Antherial, or Korra. There were multiple times where I had seen, perhaps it was maybe a grudge, I'm unsure, but there were multiple times where one had attacked Mr. Sachi directly, whereas the others were left in the foreground, for several moments. While you are out on the field, you are to fight as one unit, not a set of individuals. Now, as for the positives. Miss Katsuo, you acted as a tank. Good. You drew the fire away multiple times. Very good. Gave your teammates the opportunity to take care of themselves. Antherial, you attempted to do the same. Unfortunately, that isn't your strong suit. Not saying you can't come up to that particular venue, but you have a little bit to go till you get there, my friend. I will say there was a situation where Miss Korra was left alone while Sachi's aura had engulfed her. And finally, thank God, someone said fuck it and decided to go up against it to get him distracted and to get her safe. I understand some of you may have not fought along one with another. I don't know if this is necessarily one squad, but with the exception of Antherial, you are all vanguards. Take what you have learned and utilize that in a battle situation. 'Cause there will be many times where you're not going to go against someone who scaled to your level when you're in the field.
Understood.
Understood.
Do you have any questions? Any training is good training. Good job today.
You alright, Cora?
Half a day later.
So his biggest weakness is catching. Got it.
I think he's just not used to it because he's like used to fighting like fucking war power.
Not what I
war
expected to see today,
machines
but
and
certainly quite the fight.
magical beings or what the fuck ever.
Hello, Miss Hope. Good to see you out and about. Hope you enjoyed your time in the second layer of Demon's Bane.
Ah.
Wait, she was... What?
She was playing there, according to Miss Riza.
Flip playing there.
Isn't Demon's Bane meant for like training stuff?
When you track back closer.
Don't underestimate Miss Hope.
I'm not.
What's
but...
normal? Are we normal?
No, fucking look at me. I mean, you're probably the most normal thing in here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you basic bitch.
Wording? The kid? No, kid's not around anymore. Never mind.
Right, no, it's getting closer now. Fuck.
Right there.
Shit, fuck, no, shit!
Oh god, you did.
It's a good thing Miss Riza's not here.
Gaia!
You made a fool of yourself.
Well, I grew up in the fear I'm not used to kids around.
Playing rope with the laser.
I swear, if you're back, I'm gonna send you on play dates with Maria.
Well, the closest I had to was Jake's kinsman, yeah.
I fumble my words, chat. During pressure, I noticed. Like,
Question.
Yes?
So me and Powder were thinking, is it the staff that makes you a helicopter, or is it your hand that makes you a helicopter?
It is my hand that gives the abilities to the staff to make it helicopter.
Go, gadget.
I need to learn how to use a bow staff now.
Go, gadget.
Oh my,
Everyone wants to learn how to use the bow staff. I've made it quite the fashion statement, it seems.
DT, Ares, who the fuck else?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even know.
Also, it is a blunt weapon. It doesn't kill.
Using a spear to do it.
Necessary.
Oh, I was training a lot, by the way. So whenever you have time for another, you know.
Honestly, I'm just kind of jealous you made a copy of the General's sword.
Absolutely.
Well, I can't use my
Good.
own sword
Keep
right
at
now
it.
because my body is with that kidnap. So, I have to... I made a new one.
It's really cool, though.
It's just scrap metal I banged up a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're always gonna stay with big sword. That's never gonna change.
So I think I'm gonna be heading out for the night. Y'all take care.
Have a good night, friend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Oh, they have done talking. Talk to...
I believe Miss Q is giving them words of wisdom.
That is, she's cracking jokes. It's like always, if it's wisdom or it's like shit posting with Q. It's like the two things.
They had quite the fight, so I would be surprised if it was shit posting.
Okay.
Pardon me, Miss Hope, for my language.
I need her for the next training of power. It can help.
Also terrible with kids. Your mother has given me permission to take you to Orlando Soccer should you wish to go. We could go on a journey perhaps on a Friday. Hmm?
Oh, that's gonna end somewhere. Just leave at the witching hour.
What?
Just leave at the witching hour. Don't let it.
On the sock in time.
Yeah. Just leave when that happens.
Just be gone before then, because a lot of things have been happening recently, and a lot of them have been very violent.
I can
For
handle
me, it's more
myself,
like every
but
time
I will
3
take
PM,
your
Orlando Soccer
advice.
turns into a Discord chat. Everybody having a soundboard.
And all we're planning to do is probably get Chips, hang out in a tree, talk for a little while, and then head on out, eh? Nothing fancy.
You should play pool. There's the bar. where you
Wait,
can-
does Higgs know about Hope yet?
Oh, pool. It's like you play it with a stick and
I
it has
don't know.
little balls, and you try to. There's a white ball, and you hit the white ball, and this white ball needs to hit the other colored balls. You need to get them into holes, and
How
the
dare.
last ball that you need to get in is the black one, and if you get this one in, you win. But it needs to be the last one. If we see each other there, maybe, or David shows you, maybe you like him.
Played a game or two of pool. Won against Hampsey once. Although, to be fair, I should have lost, but he knocked the 8 ball into the hole along with the white ball at the same time, so counts as a loss.
I see.
It's a bit of a stupid rule, in my opinion. That's how the game is played.
Yeah, I always see that as not really a win.
That's how the
If
game
you
is
win
played.
like that.
True.
Yeah.
Fire blast, flamethrowers, lava path. Do your usual. Giant flame tornadoes, meteors from the sky, supernovas.
Okay, so the baseline meta.
See, I start giving out false information and then she yells at me. Give her normal information, she yells at me.
Oh.
Sarkon, good to see you.
I just want to test my
You as well.
Even after being healed, still exhausted.
Is there a spar going on?
Currently, yes.
It's going to be, if we ever face that one again, I'm going to have to try to remember the moveset fully.
Should anyone require healing? Let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to return to my meditation.
Yeah, he tells me about why
Okay.
it is.
I'm good.
I guess
just
everyone up here is good.
exhausted from stamina usage.
Ultimately, that was for David's knowledge, if anything.
What is that?
I was saying I was going to return to my rest, but if anyone needs healing, feel free to let me know.
Have a good night, SQ.
I happened to see who was in the battlefield, so I figured that I probably should float down for just a little bit of a top-up for those down there.
Jolly good.
You have a wonderful night, Miss Q.
As well.
Maxine.
Alright. Just. Going through something.
Are you referring to Zoc on the next movie? That's currently being played by Pixel.
It's my body's not using as it used to. Fender, you want
out? They're emulating your techniques that you've experienced in the battlefield.
Yes, I can very much see that.
Lost a bit of I could
Well, my mom always tell me if you lose something, you can always gain something out of it, depending how you see the picture.
There it is again.
I just honestly did not expect you guys to fight Raven Sachi of all things.
Not sure who that is.
Sachi is a very infamous person. Someone who could see me as a purple lotus.
An old friend.
His rule. He also... I have a very hard grudge with him. But... it's just me. He's caused a lot of issues and...
I'm still learning about all this stuff, but still trying my best.
And from the nose of all the claws, always with Sachi's voice, he did something. I just want to figure out what.
In due time, you just hate to have chance. The path that leads you to your end.
He was a good friend. And one I cared about very deeply. But unfortunately life takes us in different directions. Should things ended differently, he'd be fighting alongside you all in that very arena.
Sometimes I do wish things were different compared to now.
Same.
John Caretaker of... what? John Caretaker? What?
Yeah.
If things were changed, we probably wouldn't be where we are now.
Yeah, but that's why we're here. To make the most of what we have now.
That's what this fight went wrong with the game.
I can definitely say for sure.
Definitely picking up some habits from the clock variation.
Oh, yes. Major wake-up call.
I should try to get some clocks so I can take to improve at least.
Remember, it's not about beating. It's about learning when it comes to simulations.
Yes, he is missing an arm. Mr. Kaiga is incredibly stubborn. But on the bright side, when he leaves Heaven's Reach and comes right back, it'll be right back where it was.
That's if he doesn't overheat or get himself killed first.
I don't think Messiah will let it come to that.
That's not Saya out. That's Cinder.
I would like to think Cinder is smarter than that.
And if she isn't, it will be handled.
Oh, yes, both arms gone now.
It's probably getting late. I should maybe get going. Searching around Astera for someone.
All right.
It's 2 weeks and still nothing.
Do you have any leads?
I am somewhat concerned. If his means of emulating myself, he is perhaps losing part of what is him.
So this person vanished and you've just been
I think it
blindly
is more of picking up techniques. Not so much of trying to copy.
In terms of blindly vanishing, no, but disappearing to where I can't find them, yeah.
I suppose time will tell.
blinding searching, I mean no leads, no clues, no nothing to where to actually
Yeah, I believe Pixel, Luna, and I haven't done it yet, but sometimes myself interchangeably play
This verse is
Zarkon.
in cold places and their last base.
See? All taken care of.
Knowing from that description, I feel like you know who I'm talking about, Exie.
I might need to help him get out.
Oh, I'm going off the...
Actually, Zarkon,
the
you help
thought
him out.
process
I'm sure he'd
potentially of
appreciate you
the,
more than me.
commotion I heard during
Of
the
course.
raid.
That's somewhat of it. She is family after all, and I don't want to be sworn to those rogues.
As much as I do more to help, I'm not a guardian anymore. I can't do much to help.
The guardians
One
don't know I'm
thing.
doing this. Not even my sisters.
You're doing it personally, not doing it as a member of the grip.
Yeah. Doing it as a sister. Not a hunter or
One thing I would suggest is if you are blindly looking,
I think I will begin calling it a night, Miss Hope.
the chances of things turning up is very low. What I would suggest to do is
Miss
if you
Cinder
have
insisted
anything
on
that
taking him
belongs to them,
herself.
Very well.
or anything they may have written in.
At some
is
point,
trying
I
to
should
decipher
show
and
you what
see
a
if any
video game
hints
is.
were left
Mr. Wayne has provided me with a few
Also,
bits
if
of entertainment
they are
in my home.
potentially with these people that you speak of.
Could be
Go back through
maybe
records
instructive
of
in
where
some
they
way.
used to be.
For now, I will
Because
go to bed.
Potentially she's just with them.
Have a good night, Miss Hope.
Well, in that case, I shall go with you.
You are welcome to stay if you like.
Look through the damaged room to see if there's anything missing.
Perhaps another time.
Very well.
Because they destroyed their own room.
Still getting used to that.
Guess
The
that's
room
a
wasn't
Have a good night,
destroyed
friends.
before they left. I would know.
Have a good night.
Have a wonderful night, David.
Me doing shots in the dark since I've not been there.
Lobby should be closing in 20 minutes. The hell that. Have a good night, Miss Cinder. Mr. Kiger.
David.
What that link, LMAO, what link? What are you talking about? I I'm confused. Are you referring to me referencing you? With the video games? He shows them Mr. Wayne as a link.